Alright guys, this is guessing until I get the continent wrong. GeoGuessr. Thank you guys for watching. No face cam today. Sorry guys, cameras have been a little messed up. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe for more. And yeah, let's get into the video. Alright guys, round one, game one. Had a little bit of lag to start. Had a black screen, but load in. Right here, we got some red dirt. Immediately thought Brazil. Rural rounds like this can always be tough. I mean, we're on a rural world. This is why you play the game. This is why you, try to improve on these types of rounds. So you can see I checked the sun here. It is in the south, so we are going to be in the northern hemisphere. I believe it was in the south. And then I'm kind of zooming in on some palm trees here, trying to see which region I want to guess here in Brazil. It's honestly not an obvious Brazil. The first thing when I first loaded in, I thought it could have been Thailand or maybe like an Indo, but I go for the more northern guess here, and it ends up being all the way max North Brazil. And I knew it was northern. Committing up there was definitely crazy. I knew it was Brazil, and so obviously we're going to stay alive. Round two here, immediately loading in, thought Russia, and kind of realized quickly this is kind of a round in which it's a little unique. Not a round you're going to typically see. Had some issues with the map, but it is actually not going to be Russia, but rather I go for the Slovenia guess. We see the bollard here, and I didn't really know. It was definitely not Russia, and I was trying to evaluate whether it was Russia or not. Ends up being in Montenegro. I did not look for the rifts, and I kind of forgot that Montenegro had that bollard. But anyways, move on. Right continent, so we're good. Next one here, immediately thought, Brazil, maybe Colo, maybe. But I did end up sending Colo. I kind of went for more of a risky guess. I knew it was one of the two. It ends up being Brazil. Honestly, looking at it now, it really does look more like Brazil, but I feel like I've gotten a Colo round that's looked like that for some reason. But yeah, I mean, tough one. Next one here, immediately thought it was Puerto Rico, San Juan. We get the antenna that you're going to find in Puerto Rico, and we immediately go straight for that guess. Don't know why I went on the Dominican Republic. That is an issue. I've been having some issues with getting to zooming and panning and all that stuff recently that I'm trying to figure out right now. Computer's been a little shaky, but yeah, we're improving behind the scenes soon with that. Solid guess there, obviously. Actually, not really good for knowing it's Puerto Rico. Next one here, immediately thought it was the U.S. Just kind of thought it was off the first look, but it ends up not being the U.S., but it is rather Europe. We could have lost right there, honestly, if we're in NPZ or something. I go for Poland. It ends up being in France, I believe, and I just, honestly, it's gettable, but really wasn't locked in. Just trying to survive, move on, make sure that we're locking in Europe, and, successful kind of, mission there, successful accomplishment, even though we're on the wrong side of Europe. Next one here, immediately thought that this was Philly. I go straight for it. Got a lot of palm trees, I believe, that resonate with southern Philippines. I'm not too good at the Philippines, but that's the guess I went with. I thought it looked more like that. Sorry. Yeah, max south. It wasn't mid where I guessed. I went for mid Philippines, ended up being more south. And now looking at it, it looked way more southern than where I guessed. This is the one where, honestly, I didn't know. I thought at first, like right when we first loaded in, that it was Canada, and then I kind of realized quickly, like, oh, it's Sweden. By the way, this one was MPZ. I switched to MPZ for this one. I switched to Sweden in my mind, then I end up going with Finland, and it was Norway. I believe it was Norway. Yeah. I didn't really zoom to check, but I was like, wow, kind of crazy. Didn't really see Norway there, but, I do get it. Now I'm kind of fully looking at it. And this is the guess that I don't even know how this guess comes to, be. This was one of the worst guesses that I've made in a while. Like, a while. I thought this was Panama. I really did. Failing to recognize that the camera is actually low. Now looking at it, yeah, it really looks just like South Japan, and guys, it was Northern Japan, a little more northern. But what is this guess? Like, this is ridiculous. This is one of my worst guesses, and I'm rated in the mid 800s right now. Been playing better. I'm rated in the mid 800s, and I just made this guess. Obviously, MPZ, I don't have a lot of experience, but still. What do you guys think? I mean, this is genuinely one of the worst guesses I've made. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe for more, and we'll see you in the next one.